Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
What is up? Greetings, friends. Welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutritional supplementation. I am your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. Registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and to your well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 26 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and high blood pressure and obesity and skin diseases like acne, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, it's a renewing system. It is designed divinely to heal itself on a moment-to-moment basis, drug-free, doctor-free, insurance company-free. And while it may seem like a miracle to some folks, this renewing and healing system is really just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you. We welcome your phone calls at 866-582-9933 on the bright side. That's 866-582-9933. Best to get on board early. The phone lines fill up pretty quick, 866-582-9933. If you have a success story you want to share, if you want to contribute to the conversation, or if you have questions about the longevity products or ingredients in the longevity products, formulations, whatever, 866-582-9933. We're here to help you out. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear us talk about on the Bright Side, head over to brightsideben.com. Take a look at the shopping cart. Make sure you take a especially long look at my personal favorite longevity product, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine multivitamin mineral complex powder that you add to water and drink. It tastes great. It's a wonderful way to get your water-soluble nutrients and your fatty nutrients. If you have digestive issues, it's a great way to bypass digestive problems. It's around $50 a canister, and if you're like most folks, you're going to notice results pretty darn quickly, usually in 1 or 2 doses. Beyond Tangy Tangerine, you can find out all about it at brightsideben.com, or you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470, 866-735-2470, and if you want to start a longevity business, make some money selling longevity products, or if you just want to get your products at the wholesale price, click the Join the Team link on the upper left-hand corner of the page at brightsideben.com. Or you can also call the folks at Brightside Ben, at the Brightside Ben phone team, 866-735-2470, and they can help you out too. All right, so I want to just finish up, actually for today and also for tomorrow, we'll finish up talking about how we can improve serotonin production without resorting to poisoning our serotonin biochemistry, without taking psychotropic medication, SSRI drugs, Prozac, Effexor, Cymbalta. I got a letter from a special forces operative who had some injuries. He had a fusion done on his back. He suffered from some mechanical kinds of things on his leg and some nerve damage. He was given Cymbalta, an SSRI drug for the pain. He asked, should I be taking Cymbalta knowing it's an SSRI and I have very little emotional problems? Listen, doctors do what doctors do. They dispense medicine. That's their job, to dispense medicine, and it's not their fault. That's how they're trained. It's up to us to make those decisions. If you're taking a drug that's being used for something that the drug is not supposed to be used for, that's probably a drug you don't want to take. Cymbalta, SSRI drugs are not pain-relieving medicines. If this guy was given an SSRI drug for pain, I don't know what the heck his doctors are thinking. But it's not his doctor's fault. You've got to make these decisions for yourself. So for Matthew, our Special Forces operative, personally, I wouldn't be taking an SSRI drug or any drug that wasn't used for its indication, especially a psychotropic meds that will increase your risks of all the things we've been talking about for the last 3 or 4 weeks, all the serotonin problems that you're going to set yourself up for by using an SSRI type of drug. Even if you have depression or anxiety, you still want to think hard about taking these things. And I know I've been ripping on SSRI drugs for the last couple of weeks, and I also understand that I'm not personally dealing with depression. And if you're depressed, then SSRI drugs are offering some relief. Some of you might be thinking that I'm being a little harsh. And I know I've gotten a couple of letters from folks who are thinking that I'm just being a little harsh on SSRI drugs. I'm not being fair to SSRI drugs or to people who are taking them. Listen, I'm not here making value judgments. I'm strictly giving you the chemistry. I'm not giving you my opinions. I'm giving you the chemistry on this stuff. If you think SSRI drugs are good medicine, or if you think SSRI drugs are nasty medicine, the point is SSRI drugs are handled by the body in the same way the body handles cyanide or heavy metals or arsenic or any other poison substance. They require the body's poison control system in the liver to kick in, the glutathione system. Phase 1 detoxification, Phase 2 detoxification. These are all the ways the body handles poisons. We have poison management systems, poison control systems. And these poison control systems are an evolutionarily designed system for taking care of stuff that will kill us, toxins, poisons. And guess what? SSRI drugs are handled by this poison control system. SSRI drugs cost us nutrients. They're anti-nutrient. They cost nutrients for processing, nutrients for detoxification. SSRI drugs require glutamine and selenium and sulfur and B vitamins and magnesium for detoxification, and all of these substances are going to be depleted when our poison clearing system is upregulated. This means SSRI drugs, whether you like them or whether you don't, whether you think they're good or whether you think they're not good, SSRI drugs cost us nutrition. And if you're already missing nutrients, as most folks are, especially if they're depressed, especially if they have anxiety issues, especially if they have mental health issues. So if you're already missing nutrients, which you more than likely are if you need an SSRI drug, now your nutritional deficiencies are going to be even more exaggerated. That means ultimately SSRI drugs and all drugs, this is so important, people. I'm telling you this as a registered pharmacist who's been studying medicine for 30 years. SSRI drugs and all drugs magnify, enhance, amplify the stress response. They suppress growth. They suppress repair. They're pro-aging. They lead to degenerative disease. They shorten your lifespan. Folks, this is all drugs, especially if you're an older person, especially if you're already sick. This is not a judgment. This is not an opinion. This is just biochemistry. And the very way these things work, the mechanisms of these drugs, the reason SSRI drugs work is a manifestation of their poison properties. SSRI drugs knock out poison, the serotonin reuptake system. That's why they're called inhibitors. If you're taking any drug that's an anti-drug, an antihypertensive, an antibiotic, an anti-arrhythmic, an inhibitor drug, an anti-inflammatory drug. This inhibitor mechanism, this anti-mechanism involves pharmacologically poisoning a system. It's as simple as that. SSRI drugs pharmacologically poison the serotonin system. They artificially manipulate the mechanisms for recycling and reusing serotonin. And on top of all of that, the jury is still out on whether depression even involves serotonin. If you're on an SSRI drug and you want to try some alternatives to boost your serotonin system or to wean yourself off of SSRI drugs, you have lots of options. We talked about eating more protein, especially tryptophan-containing protein, eggs, whey, and to a lesser extent, soy if you can handle it. Number 2, eat carbs, but be careful of grains. All carbs, including grain carbs, are going to boost serotonin production, but grains present tremendous biochemical metabolic problems. This is where veggies are so important. Grain carbs are going to boost your serotonin. Sugar itself is going to boost your serotonin, but if if you try to use grains in this fashion to boost serotonin, you're going to be exposing yourself to a lot of anti-nutrients that are found in grain. These days, everybody's talking about gluten. I hear gluten-free this and gluten-free that and gluten-free pizza and gluten-free beer, and everybody wants gluten-free brownies and gluten-free bread. Folks, grains are a mega problem food, and it's not just the gluten. We'll continue this discussion when we come back from our break. I am Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back right after this.
Quantitative easing, unemployment at depression levels, Europe financial system falling apart, China getting out of U.S. treasuries. At the end of 2008, the time of TARP, the national debt was at $11 trillion, gold trading around $850 per ounce. Close to 2012, the national debt exceeded $16.4 trillion, gold doubled to $1,600 per ounce. The $20 trillion threshold for the national debt is inevitable. Politicians in Washington have a ferocious appetite for spending and stimulus. What's worse, a printing press to finance. 100 years ago, we had a gold standard to limit this madness, but now you have to adopt your own gold standard. Don't be fooled with paper promises. Get Midas Resources 10 Reasons to Buy Gold free by calling 800-686-2237. Understanding the gold and silver market may be the only insurance you could have to avoiding the next economic crisis. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order your free copy. Again, that's 800-686-2237.
Hi, Coast to Coast listeners. I'm Kay Zwirling from KSCO Radio in Santa Cruz. I'm 93 years old, and I'm a big fan of George Norrie because his topics and guests are fascinating and really get you thinking. George is just as bothered as I am by all the advertising you hear for toxic prescription drugs that make you sicker, not healthy. I prefer to give my body all 90 essential nutrients it needs for life to prevent disease, not compound it. My favorite complete supplement is Beyond Tangy Tangerine from Longevity, which I take every day along with EFA Plus and Beyond OsteoFX, which together are called the Healthy Start Pack. I recommend you go online to criticalhealthnews.com to purchase these products. That's criticalhealthnews.com or call 855-949-RADIO.
It's time to build your own emergency food stockpile with the industry leader, My Patriot Supply. Once you try them, you'll know why so many Americans like you have made them part of their emergency preparedness plan. Experience the My Patriot Supply difference today with this unbelievable offer. Right now, a 4-week food supply is only $99, and that includes free shipping. That's 50% off the online price. Call 800-274-3070 to claim yours. Limit 2 per caller while supplies last. This offer isn't available online, so you want to make sure and grab this opportunity to get prepared today. 800-274-3070 to get your 4-week food supply for the incredible price of only $99, and it'll be shipped to you completely free. Call 800-274-3070 right now. That's 800-274-3070 to claim yours while supplies last. Don't wait. Call today.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Wall & Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Wall & Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall & Associates, 1-800-425-4610. Based on actual cases, results may vary, not a solicitation for legal services. Great minds think alike. The network for the independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network. GCN.
All right, We are back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central. 24/7 on the archive page at brightsideben.com. If you miss a program, you can head over to brightsideben.com and take a look at the archives. All the programs are up there. All almost 2 years plus, almost 2 years of Brightside episode at brightsideben.com. You can also find a shopping cart with all the longevity products that you hear us talk about, and a join the team link that you can click on if you want to start a longevity business and join me in my mission to educate the world